Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to day 2. Today we are going to start with our reading the same way we did yesterday, and then we will work independently for a little bit and move into our writing lesson. Please make sure you have your Endangered Animals of the Sea book, some Post-its, a pencil, and your writing notebook. Today I'm going to teach you how to use a glossary to help you understand the meaning of unknown words. When you hear the word glossary, you should already be thinking about nonfiction, because when you read nonfiction in either 4th and 5th grade, the glossary was one tool to help you really understand the meaning of words that you did not know about. All right, a glossary is an alphabetical list of difficult words and their meanings. And a glossary is going to help a reader understand what a word means. Let's look at page 10. Right now, I'm just going to skim page 10 of my book, and I see that there are 2 words there that are in bold. That means that those words are going to be found in the back of the book, in the glossary, on pages 58 and 59. That bolded word is telling me that that's a really important word for this topic, and I need to be an expert in that. And I really need to know the understanding of that word in order to fully comprehend what I'm reading. So I'm going to skip right to the section where it says population. Overfishing. Most of the time, people don't mean to endanger a species. Usually, they have a sensible reason, such as getting food, for reducing a population. Now I'm going to skim to the back of my glossary, and I'm going to look for it in alphabetical order, so it is towards the end, population. And it says that it's the organisms occupying an area. That means that they're living in a certain area. They occupy that area. Okay? So they're trying to reduce the animals in that area. Catching fish is a good example. When just a few people catch fish, there are plenty more fish to take their place. But when thousands of people catch lots of fish, it can seriously affect the fish population. This is overfishing. When this happens, not only is the ecosystem affected, but fishers lose their jobs and people don't have fish to eat. I also see that the word ecosystem is in bold. So what I really want to do is I want to go back to the glossary, skim down to where it says E for ecosystem. And an ecosystem is all the plants, animals, and other elements of a particular area. Now, because this is nonfiction, one of the first things that you can do when you get a nonfiction book is you can go to the back of the book and read through all the words and try to become a little bit more familiar with those words so that when you see them in the text, you can remember what words you've already read in the glossary. Right here, I have highlighted and posted the 2 words that I use today. Population, the organisms occupying an area, and ecosystem, a community of living things in a certain area. So boys and girls, this is what you're going to do today. You are going to read your Animals of the Sea book for 20 minutes, and you're going to jot down 2 to 3 new words you learned while reading. Then you're going to identify how did the glossary help you determine the meaning of these words. And I want you to keep these Post-its in a safe place, boys and girls, because we can really use these new words to use in our writing essay by the end of these 3 weeks. That's going to show that you really are an expert in this topic if you're using words from the glossary. All right, boys and girls, you're going to continue your work independently, and please join us back for our writing workshop. Good luck. Welcome back, boys and girls, for day 2 of writing. Today, I'm going to teach you how to take notes. And one way we can gather information on a certain topic is to read articles and watch videos. Today, we're going to watch a video on pollution. And as we watch this video, I want you to really think about how this video makes you feel. What facts and information are we learning in this video? And then how is that new information making us feel? And what is it making us think? So we want to write down what it makes us feel in our heart. And we want to think about the facts that this video is teaching us. And some of it is really sad. So let's get ready. But before that, why is it important to be good note takers? It's important to be a good note taker because when you have to go and write a big paper or do a presentation and you've learned a lot of information, sometimes we can forget that information. So it's really important to jot information down so that you can look back at a later time, because I know you haven't forgotten it, but sometimes you just have to see it to remember it.
Metric tons of plastic trash enters the sea from land every year. The equivalent of 5 plastic bags filled with trash for every foot of coastline in the world. Across our ocean, plastic trash flows into circulation, dispersed almost everywhere, but concentrating in huge swaths in the midst of global currents, breaking down into smaller and smaller pieces, ingested by species across the marine world, and sinking to the bottom of the sea.
Anyone can make plastic anywhere in the world and sell it anywhere else in the world. There's no design paradigm, there's no barriers. In order to solve the plastic packaging problem, we need to effectively rethink the entire system. From one which is linear, i.e. take, make, dispose, to one where it can be recovered and fed back into the economy as a valuable plastic material, or one where it is biobenign and it can enter the environment. The ultimate goal of the new plastics economy is to design an economy where plastic packaging never becomes waste. And to do that, we need every single player in the chain to change the way that they do things.
But marine pollution comes in many forms. Industrial, agricultural, and urban waste also sweep into the sea, fueling explosions of algae that rob marine ecosystems of the oxygen they need to survive. With sustained pollution, these areas become dead zones, which already exist in more than 400 locations across the globe. But nutrient pollution can be managed through change in major contributing systems like agriculture.
If you eat, you're involved in agriculture. So it's a problem that all of us have to work together to solve. Soil health is critical for water quality. It's the first thing we have to focus on. Here on the farm, organic matter is the key thing that we try to improve. The more organic matter you have in the soil, the better the soil can hold on to nutrients like phosphorus and nitrogen. Organic matter keeps it from leaching out of the soil. It grabs onto it, and that's good for the farmer, but it's also good for water quality in the bay. For any farmer to change their system is tricky, and it takes a lot of work. I think all farmers want to. It's learning different processes, practices that allow you to do it effectively that becomes a key.
Okay, boys and girls. So some notes that I jotted down while watching this video was that 8 million metric tons of plastic trash enters the ocean each year. And I jotted that down because I immediately felt mad. I immediately started thinking, what can we do to stop this? What little things can we do each day to try and solve this problem? And it also made me really mad that the species across the ocean are ingesting it. And if they're ingesting it, and if you and your families are eating seafood, you are in danger. I also jotted down that marine pollution comes in many forms. This makes me feel sad because the animals are losing their homes and we're destroying their homes and we are killing the animals and we are damaging their homes. So these notes on the left side of my screen all make me feel really mad, and I want to know what can we do as a community to try and stop this. So what you're going to do is you're going to rewatch this video and you're going to do exactly what I did. You're going to jot down some facts that they told you, and then you're going to describe how it makes you feel. And if you can think of something that you can do to change it, that would be great too, because all this information we're going to use for our persuasive essay, which will come in a few days. Okay, so right now you're going to rewatch this video. You're going to jot down some notes and you're going to identify how it makes you feel. Once you're done with that, boys and girls, you're going to submit your exit ticket, and please join us back tomorrow. Have an amazing day. Bye.